Good evening, camp counselors, and thank you for your time. My name is Jeremy McDaniel. I'm studying fish management and aquaculture at Hocking College. This is my second year at Hocking. Today I just came to share some ideas of different activities to do with the camp kids, and I'm also trying to put an educational spin on the program that you guys already have here at the summer camp. When I was growing up, I went to summer camp for 10 years straight. I went to summer camp, so I know a lot about it, and I know how it works. I know the activities that you guys do. I had a lot of fun in summer camp, and that's where I learned how to fish, and that's where I learned my love to fish and just enjoying the outdoors and wildlife. I'm into it all probably because of my years there. Here's some pictures of us at the camp back when I went. Here's us fishing. Like I said, this is where I learned to fish. And I'm really also canoeing and all different activities. I'm really trying to put an educational spin on what they're already doing. Like, per se, they're canoeing, like not only canoeing, but also have some boat safety skills. Just learning the precautions and different safety skills. It's good to be safe on the water. Always wear your life jackets and just let them know how important it is to be safe while enjoying these activities. Also, fish identification, like not only catching these fish. I remember when I was fishing, back at camp when I was that age, I really didn't know, what kind of fish this was. If it was a bass or a catfish, I only knew if it was small or big. I didn't know I could not give you any common names of any fish when I was that age. So just for the kids to hear it, it may or may not soak in, but as long as they have that opportunity to hear it, and who knows, maybe they'll end up loving and enjoying that as a career. Also, knowledge of amphibian habitat, water control in ponds. Also, I missed plant identification with the fish identification. And then the scavenger hunt. Scavenger hunt would be really cool because I'm trying to put like a educational spin on it, having to do with wildlife and fish, by not only going and finding a turtle or a frog or a fish, but finding a bluegill or a bullfrog or a painted turtle. Knowing what the amphibians and reptiles are coming across in the woods are. Would be really cool. And then also going on field trips, that would be a great activity for both the staff and the kids that would enjoy going on field trips to fish hatcheries. I actually have some local fish hatchery information on some papers here. Make sure everybody gets one. Thank you. And these hatcheries, they come in all different shapes and sizes. Let me share a quote I have with me today for you. It's by Rachel Carson. If a child is to keep his inborn sense of wonder, he needs the companionship of at least one adult who can share it, rediscovering with him the joy, excitement, and mystery of the world we live in. I believe that any of you could be a real role model to a kid in this camp, because when I was going to camp, I know for a fact that I had a role model or two in particular at the camp, and they really had an effect on me, and I believe any of you could do the same for these kids. And that's pretty much what the quote's saying here by Rachel Carson. You already have everything you need, down to the point of equipment and what you'll be needing. You won't be needing anything, just you guys, the kids, the pond, and your space, the space that you guys already have here, everything you already have. So that's why I was saying it would be really easy to make this change for educational purpose. The local fish hatcheries I passed out to you guys are There's one in Oregonia known as ATLC. That's the closest fish hatchery to me. I'm actually planning on trying to check that out and work there just so I know a little bit more about, different ways they set up hatcheries, because there's so many different ways they set these things up to breed different kinds of fish. There's one of the biggest ones I know of is Cincinnati Jones Fish Farm. I think that might be just as big as the one in Texas. I forget what that one's called, but here we got Paul's Koi Farm in Franklin and Urbana Fish Farm. And any one of these hatcheries you can take the kids to, and like I said, staff and kids will all enjoy it. I mean, of course, the kids are going to enjoy the fish flopping around in the recirculation systems and whatnot, but also the adults will be able to learn, different ways these things get set up. And here I got pictures of different size recirculation systems. Basically what they're doing here is they're just taking they're separating the fish by size. The smaller fish are known as fry, and then the next biggest size is juvenile fish, and then they have to keep the juvenile fish from the adult fish because fish are cannibals, and they will tend to eat one another as long as they can fit in its mouth, honestly. Here's another picture of, I think this is one of the biggest fish hatcheries, the one I mentioned in Texas. This is actually my dream, is to work in one of the biggest fish hatching industries, or run my own on my grandma's land. That's my goal, to be one of them two places. So that's my dream. Right here we got more indoor hatcheries, recirculation systems. Notice the pump. It's pumping water into it. All this water comes from a lake, I think known as a starter lake. It runs the water through the bottoms and just filters the water for the fish in the indoor hatchery. Right there's some fish. And this is, like I said, I'm also either wanting to work in the biggest hatchery I could possibly work in, or I'm wanting to enjoy my own personal hatchery. And this is a personal hatchery right here. It's not too big, not too spacey, but still get the excitement. I hope you guys consider putting these changes into your program, because I really enjoyed going to camp here, and if any of your camp kids are anything like me, they're going to want to later on in life, they're going to look back and wish they knew more about what they were dealing with at a sooner age, earlier age, sooner on, because I definitely do. Here's another quote. Teaching children about the natural world should be seen as one of the most important events in their lives. Thomas Berry. Teaching children about the natural world should be seen as one of the most important events in their lives. I believe that you guys could really put an impact on these kids and better their futures. And I'd really like all these kids to know that there's an option there in playing with fish and working in fish hatcheries and working with wildlife. There's actually a career in that. And that's pretty much what we're doing here. Thank you for your time.